It's now 9:15 and it's raining slightly, ever so slightly, but it says the rain will stop at 10 a.m. So let's hope by the time we get to our first destination, the rain has stopped. Oh, I just realized, I swear it's not in the English Heritage book. But I just realized the castle is temporarily closed, so I'm gonna keep going to our destination. Oh no, it's raining even more in Sandwich, so we might just see the Richborough Roman Fort in the car. We have arrived at the Richborough Roman Fort, but the gate seems like it's closed, so if we can't go in, then we might have to just film it from the car because it's raining as well. This is what it looks like on the outside. Richborough Roman Fort started as a fortification for the Roman soldiers before transitioning into a civilian town and port. The military later resorted to using it when they built a Saxon shore fort to guard against raids by the Saxons. On the other hand, the amphitheater is believed to have been made late in the 3rd century and was a popular entertainment spot for the locals who enjoyed gladiator combat and wild animal hunts. In earlier times, Richborough was regarded as a point of entry into Britain by 4 Roman legions and gathered after arrival in Britain. As it's still raining, we're not able to fly our drone today. But I feel like in the middle of the field, you can actually see a truck. I think they are cutting the grass. Much of the site has suffered the effects of time and nature, but what remains gives a good picture of the Roman fort's importance. And the founder of 3 successful social enterprises in the UK is among many who are fascinated by the Roman historic site for its contribution towards British history. After the invasion, many of the Roman troops moved north where the fighting was intense. We are gonna go into Sandwich city center. Okay, so this is the side of the fort. So we tried our very best to come in, but someone immediately came out and stopped us from coming in. So this is the fort itself. So we're gonna go to the Sandwich Center now. We shouldn't have drove in because we actually already saw this sign, but we were a bit ambitious. We really wanted to go in. So that's a lesson learned for driving to Sandwich, because I've always wanted to know what Sandwich looks like because the name looks really interesting. Driving into Bowling Street. Okay, so we might just drive around the Sandwich Center because there isn't a lot of parking space today, even though it is Monday morning. So I was just curious as to why Sandwich is called Sandwich. There's some Aussie's fish and chips here. Oh, there's a parking space? Okay, so we can actually go down and have a look. So this St. Peter's Church was actually destroyed during a French raid of 1216. I also learned that Thomas Paine, who is the author of The Rights of Man, married in St. Peter's Church. So this church was here since the 13th century. There's a market here. But I have never seen a Christmas tree with fake snow. So this is very interesting. I actually thought a person was staring at me. I think this church has been turned into a market. They'll sell some cups here. So we've come into a shop called the Little Curiosity Box. It is right opposite of No Name Shop. The signs here I instantly relate to. It says we've been friends so long I can't remember which of us is the bad influence. But I think it's quite expensive. Oh, I think it's no, it's not expensive. It's £6.50. Okay, so we want to go to the washroom, so we decided to come out to this Costa coffee. This Costa coffee looks so vintage. And then there is this no-name shop that is quite funny. And then no-name street. My dad ordered a cup of latte, and we need to go back to our car now, and it's almost an hour. So there is a dressing shop here, there's a barber's here. So this is what you can see in Sandwich, but because we have to leave now because of car park for an hour, we will go to Saint Margaret's Bay. We are back in Dover. We're so glad we came here yesterday. I think it was because yesterday's weather was so much better. And today we're gonna meet a friend here. That's why we've come back to Dover. And we're gonna meet him at Western Heights of Dover. There is a Dover Discovery Center here, and we have arrived at Western Heights, and the opening hours are daylights only. We are now walking along this path. We heard from a passerby. It's a 25-minute walk, and it's currently raining here. Old age trees here. So there is a mound here. That is where the old lighthouse used to be. Oh, we have to go through this tunnel. Oh, so this is the fort. Begun during the Napoleonic Wars and completed in the 1860s, the vast defenses of Western Heights were designed to protect Dover from French invasion. The English Heritage Properties, part of an extensive network of fortifications, includes the North Center Bastion and Drop rebuilt. So there used to be a bridge here, and apparently it got neglected. We are going up this road now. So according to the dog walker, they said when he was younger, this was all clear. There weren't any trees here, but now the trees have all overgrown. Actually, it's quite muddy, so we are walking on the road. Just finished taking a photo with the castle, and we're gonna keep walking to our friend. So that is the Dover College. It is the private school. Oh. So this is the Dover train station, and these buildings are the boarders. There's another name here, according to the dog walker. It is called the Forgotten Fortress. So we are nearing the end now, and this is the dog walker. And he told us that there is a fort over there as well, but it has not been looked after. So we need to go through this England coast path. Comes back round to this place. Back at the tunnel. The walker who was guiding us told us there used to be a gymnasium here, and he used to play football here as a child, but the local council bought it and turned this into a woodland. And we are now on our way to Saint Margaret's Bay to have lunch. And as soon as we got into the car, it started to rain again. So, thank the Lord, we're in our car now. We are 9 minutes away from Saint Margaret's Bay. Oh my gosh, this is the other side of the cliff. Nearing the White Cliff Retreat. I think that's a place for us. Oh, there's a pub here as well, just in case the White Cliff Retreat doesn't open. This is the restaurant we are after. So we have come into the Smugglers restaurant. because the White Retreat isn't open. It's actually a pub, and we already ordered our food, but I just came back out to show you the restaurant because the food hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully we'll have enough time to go to Saint Margaret's Bay. There's also another Christmas tree here. So this is their signature dish. So they've got a meat here. I think it was £28.95, and then it comes with new potatoes or saute. So I ordered the saute, and then my dad ordered the pate. And then they've ordered the duck confit and the stone bass. This is the decoration. We're gonna head to Saint Margaret's Bay now, and it's 3 o'clock. We've got 15 minutes left until the sun sets. As soon as we left the restaurant, it started to rain. And we are nearing Saint Margaret's Bay, but it's raining. Let's hope it stops raining by the time we get to the bay. Oh my god, I think it has actually stopped raining. Oh, there is a Footline Britain trail here, but obviously we don't have time to do that today because it is already 20 minutes past 3. I think there's half an hour left till sunset. Oh my god, look at these birds. I just finished flying my drone here. Saint Margaret's Bay was named after Samuel D. Champlain's mother, Margaret, and his map of 1612 shows the bay as Saint Margaret Bay, and the community is the site of the Saint Margaret's Bay hydroelectric system, the oldest hydro plant in Nova Scotia. And in the 2021, Saint Margaret's Bay had a population of 840, living in 364 of its 396 total private dwellings, a change of 7.4% from its 2016 population of 782. With a land area of 2.51 km square, it had a population density of 334.7 kilometers square. St. Margaret was actually developed as a holiday resort in the late Victorian times, when it was considered a place to retreat for the rich and famous. During the war, the local people were evacuated, and the area was occupied by the troops. It became known as Hellfire Corner because of the continual bombardment. The little cove of St. Margaret's Bay is well off the beaten track down a very narrow, windy road. It is not recommended for caravans or campervans. There are no early records of the area, but the church was built between 1140 and 1298. In 1367, a hermit monk called Nicholas Steno kept a light burning in a cave to warn sailors of the dangerous shores. In more modern times, Thomas Edison tried out the first electric light at the lighthouse, and there are numerous circular walks. There was a Coast Guard station from at least 1379. It was manned by a chief boatman and 6 officers. The 1841 census shows about 20 households on the beach, about half for Coast Guards and their family. Boats discharged coal onto the beach where it was stored in huts until taken away by cart, either up to the main village or along the Undercliff Road, now disappeared due to changes in sea level to Dover or Kingsdown. And in 1884, the nature of the bay began to change when the Coast Guards were moved to new accommodation, and the 9 cottages they had occupied were sold, and some became holiday homes. And a new hotel called Lanzarote was named after the optimistic view that the bay climate was similar to that of the Canary Islands. The hotel later was renamed the Bay Hotel, and it became a very popular with the fashionable and famous people to live in. And in 1886, a group of substantial new houses were added to the buildings on the beach, which is the houses that you will see later on. And that's all the time I've got to tell you about the history of this hill. Hope you enjoyed listening. Just finished flying my drone here and I realized there are some houses over there, so I want to go over there. Oh, someone actually lives on the house. On the cliff, there's like a blue house there. And this is where we want to go to. Oh, there is a Coast Guard restaurant here. No one told us about this restaurant. Okay, we are now leaving the Saint Margaret's Bay as the sunset time today is 3:15 p.m. and it's now 3:48 p.m. So yeah, we need to get home before the sky gets dark. It's now 7:55 p.m. and these are made by our wonderful friends. This is the lamb and this is the beef. This is our dessert, tiramisu from Tesco and blueberry and raspberry. And that's where I ended the vlog. Don't forget to subscribe!